everybody. Here we are for the last spread in my gratitude journal. And today's scripture is from Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. And it says, "Let your light shine." It says, obviously says more than that. But basically that's the message I want to leave you with as we close out this journal. Okay, so I'm going to add, as I did last time, I'm going to add a piece of sheet music over on this side, and so I'll have a place to actually draw and paint a candle representing our light. Try to get this, need a little bit more. I didn't light a candle. I didn't want to catch the house my apartment on fire, so no candle today, and my poor Tim Holtz stencil is a mess. But I never used the whole thing anyway, so I don't know. It was a disaster. Okay, so I want to add the scripture over on this side as well with matte medium. The sheet music I had says, "Let my life be a light," which I thought, if that's the song, I thought that was appropriate for what I was doing today. Okay, so I want to dry this quickly. As soon as I find my heat tool. So we had 12 pages, 12 spreads in the journal. And next time we get together, we're going to put some, I may do that today. And then all we'll have to do is put the cover on and do some decorating of the cover. I don't have a lot to do with this, so if I can put my hands on my cold wax, we'll do that today. All right, so I want to, I'm just going to go ahead and use my Stabilo Marxol pencil, since I had to throw away that pen that I used last time. I'm hesitating because I just did it a little while ago, so this is the same day I'm doing this one. Okay, so here's my candle. Here's my light. Let's see, we're going to do some watercolor. And I think the candle we're going to paint white. And I think the flame I'm going to use some gold to paint the flame. And then, I've got some silver iridescent paint, just like, it's the same, it's golden, just like, well, I haven't opened this, obviously. I got gold and silver, but I don't use silver as much as I do the gold, but I think that that would be a good thing to use to paint the tray or the plate that the candle's sitting on. And I hate it when there's a film. You get the paper off and there's a film, and the film doesn't come off with the paper, so you got to go back in and tear it out. Okay, so let's put the top back on it. And I think we ought to have some kind of greenery. I need to wipe my brush off. Can't paint over that silver because it's wet. So maybe we'll dry it and then I can add a few sprigs of greenery. All right, maybe we'll add some red berries. My water's getting pretty dirty. They don't look much like berries, but they look just like a blob. They're just wet, and see if I can do a better job. maybe we'll put a little bit of yellow around the flame. All right, so I think the only other thing that I want to do is to add some splatters. So this time I'm going to cover my scripture up so I don't splatter it too. Okay, let's do some white. See if I can touch that up a little bit. All right, so one more time to dry. I'm going to look for that Dorland wax. Here it is. Okay, so it's Dorland's wax medium. It's cold wax as opposed to hot wax. So what you do with this is, we're not going to do it on that page first. You get a bit of the cold wax on a cloth. Don't use a paper towel because it won't apply it the way it should, and gunk up the paper towel, and then it won't do what it's supposed to do. So I'm just applying just a thin coat, and I'm going to do it on both sides. Let's put this back in here. Just a light coat. It's the wax is not cheap, but it will last you a long time unless you get into doing oil and coal wax. You can use it with oil paintings to give even more texture to the painting. And once we're finished, we'll go back over and do a flip through. Now I'm going to turn it over and do the other side. I don't think I'm going to fold it back up until after it's had a chance to dry. There are other brands of coal wax. This is just the one that I've always used. This is today's spread. And I took this off so I could put the music sheet back on. So now I'm just going to leave this spread out until after it's dried. Top back on this, and I think we are done for today. So thank you for joining me. The next time we get together, we are going to put our covers on. I've got my two little painted covers, and we will put them on with Yes Paste. And then somehow, this is the front of the book, but I don't think I want that. Well, maybe I'll put some other over top of it. Anyway, so that I'm going to put these on the front and the back, and we'll decorate the front a bit, and then we will do a flip through, and we will be finished. So thank you so much for joining me, and I do hope to see you next time.